Hi friends, I'm LJ Jarvis, and welcome back to Lewis Jarvis Show. Now, the Genestealer is a creature that has brought low countless worlds across the Milky Way galaxy, probably even other galaxies before the Tyranids had turned their hungry gaze towards the Milky Way. With it usually taking just one Genestealer to hide below an Imperial planet to create its infamous Genestealer cult amongst the Imperial people, it is safe to say that the Genestealer is the cancer cell to the body that is the Imperium of Man. The Genestealer is not only just a threat to the Imperium of Man, but to all races and factions within the 40k universe. After all, a Genestealer can also create its Genestealer cult amongst the Tau, Orcs, and Eldari. Now, to give an example of the Eldari being made victim of the Genestealer will be in the book Rise of the Inari Ghost Warrior, when an entire craft world was made victim of the Genestealer. Now, given such power the Genestealer has to bring low any world and any faction, an interesting question has crossed my mind one day. What would happen if the Genestealer were to make planetfall on any of the realms within the AoS universe? What kind of destruction would the Genestealer bring to the citizens of the mortal realms? Now, given such an idea, there are many sort of scenarios that could happen. This video is but presenting one of the ideas. And at the end, I'd love to hear your scenarios in the comments down below this video. Given all this, let's set the scene. Let's imagine, say, in the eastern fringe of the galaxy. Imagine that there's some kind of rogue trader ship, or any sort of Imperial ship owned by the Imperium of Man. Imagine it setting itself off from an Imperial world, after picking up, say, either cargo or troops, whatnot. It doesn't really matter. But what does matter is the stowaway. Now this ship, after leaving the Imperial system, has now entered the warp. But very soon, people come to realize that there's something wrong within the ship. People are going missing, and some of the crewmates don't seem to be disturbed at such an idea. Eventually though, the Genestealer becomes careless, and his cover is eventually blown. Not wanting to die, the Genestealer goes across the ship, slaughtering everyone it sees. And given how it has infected most of the crew at the deck, people who are piloting the ship, it doesn't need to worry of the ship suddenly leaving warp space and coming swords from approaching its designated planet. At the deck though, there is one survivor, one person that the Genestealer was not made aware of that is also on the deck. Someone who notices that there's something wrong with the captain and people who are piloting the ship. He sees that there's something wrong with these people. It doesn't take long for the infected crewmates to realize that their partner hasn't been blessed yet by the Genestealer's kiss. And before they could turn on him, before they could maybe draw their pistols, the survivor is able to pull his. But he will realize that he wouldn't be able to kill the crewmates. After all, they outnumber him. But kamikaze style, he decides to destroy the ship's instruments. Unfortunately, this also destroys the Geller field, the only protection between the ship and the mad ocean that is the warp. Unguarded by the energies of the warp and all the demons that lie within its ocean, the ship is broken in half, demons are flying inside, slaughtering everything they see. The Genestealer, on one half of the ship, is flown across time and space, till eventually this broken half of the ship enters a gape within the warp. A gape that leads from one universe to another. As a great ball of fire and broken machinery, this broken half of the ship comes crashing down upon the mortal realm of Gairan. Upon impact, the hidden Skaven burrow, just a few kilometers away, is shook to the core by this impact. The Grey Seer, frightened of what just happened and thinking it must have been a sign from their god, will demand a Claw Lord and his storm vermin to investigate this crater. Few storm vermin would return back, but with them is this great box. The Grey Seer is interested, along with other influential Skaven of this exhibition, such as the Arch Warlock of Clan Scryer and the Packmaster of Clan Mulder, are interested to see what's in this box. But as these storm vermin are opening this box, the Grey Seer notices something strange about them. They seem jittery, and their eyes seem to have been purpled, as if they have gazed into something that has changed them. Something that has made them not really part of the Skaven race anymore. Now before the Grey Seer has the chance to probably use one of his spells to find out what's going on, the box would open, and a 4-armed creature would pounce upon him. These influential Skaven out of the picture, the Genestealer and its victims, begin to plot on how they will take control of the Skaven Burrow, and how they'll spread the influence that is this new rat god. Not the Great Horned Rat, but the newly discovered 4-armed rat. The true Skaven god. Whilst it would be interesting to see the Genestealer infest, say, a city of Dwarden, elves, or humans, or perhaps even a faction of either of them, say perhaps a Deepkin Enclave or Fireslayer Lodge, I believe it would be the Skaven, in which things would go very bad very quickly. And that is the access to what this Genestealer would have access to. Like imagine this, if it's careful, and if its Skaven are careful, it'll have resources to say the Frankenstein labs of Clan Mulder, the mad science machines of Clan Scryer, and if it's even more careful, and if it moves its pieces just in the right place, it could even have access to say Clan Pestilence or Clan Ashen, and all the other diverse Skaven clans, all working together as this great, mighty Genestealer cult. One united Skaven clan. There is no multiple clans anymore. There's only but one clan, the Patriarchs clan, the Genestealer clan. But why am I making such a big fuss out of this? Well, despite the clans, despite them all being Skaven, and despite them having the same goals of one day being the rulers of all the moral realms, that doesn't mean they're safe from backstabbing the other. So this is why the Skaven haven't conquered all the mortal realms yet. That being because of how each clan will betray the other time and time again. But united by this Patriarch, united together under his influence, united together as one mighty clan, again, this is where things will get very bad very quickly for the citizens of the moral realms. And it's not only the resources that this Patriarch will have, in which things are going to get very bad, it's also because of how quickly this Genestealer cult will grow. For humanity, when it comes to them creating other humans, it's a process that takes months, and it's usually one child at a time. It is possible, though, for a woman to give birth to twins, but the chance of that happening is a 0.45% chance. So while it is possible, it's not something that's common, given of how low this chance is. So with this in mind, because of how slow humanity is in creating other humans, for the Genestealer cult within the 40k universe, when this cult is being developed within humanity, again, is a slow process, and it's a process that takes generations. But with the Skaven, this is a different sort of story. In Skaven society, there's only one type of female Skaven, and they are called breeders. 10-foot-long Skaven, whose sole purpose in life just to create other Skaven. And with their breeders, they can produce up to 1 to 10 ratlings of Skaven each week. Now this is a terrifying idea, especially when these breeders are soon given access to by this Patriarch and other members of this Genestealer cult. Because let's imagine this. There'll be breeders producing each members of each generation, from the first to second to third to fourth to the purebred Genestealer of the 5th generation, each week. And given how much they can produce, it is safe to say that this Genestealer cult, of what would normally take generations within the 40k universe and with humanity, soon the Patriarch will not have an army, but a legion of multi-armed Skaven within maybe but a year. And given how quickly these Skaven will develop, and given how quickly these breeders will produce other Skaven, yeah, that's a terrifying idea. But there's one more idea I want to present to you that's even more of a scary thought, and something that could bring the end to the AoS universe in general, and that is the idea of null holes. But what are these? What are null holes? Well, with the Skaven, the process of how they can enter from one mortal realm to the other, instead of using, say, the realm gates to jump from realm to realm, they instead literally dig through empty spaces within the realm and dig all the way to the other realm. Yes, they're literally digging through reality so they could enter from one realm to another. Literal tunnels within existence to enter from realm to realm. Given this process of digging through reality to dig tunnels to enter from one realm to another, let's imagine a Patriarch having access to this reality digging. This is where Doomsday will come. Imagine telling the Skaven that with this technique, they can enter the realm of their god, the god of the four-armed rat, a realm of Skaven angels. But for here, he's referencing to its high fleet. And with this idea of bringing the four-armed rat and his angels to the mortal realms, they will begin the process of realm digging, to dig from the realm of Gyran to the realm of 40k. So they begin digging from the realm of Gyran, from the empty space between the mortal realms, till eventually they reach the stars of the Milky Way galaxy. But the Patriarch will be sure to steer this tunnel away from the 40k universe, to steer this tunnel away from the Milky Way galaxy. After all, there is the doubt that they could enter either space of the Milky Way or enter the mad ocean that is the warp. So to be careful, he has him steer clear of the Milky Way galaxy itself, to steer this tunnel between spaces that is between the galaxies. The space between galaxies, as far as we know, are thriving with Tyranids. With one last dig, with one last push, they finally break through. But instead of being presented to the four-armed rat, they are instead flooded with an ocean of teeth, claws, and tendrils. The Patriarch smiles as High Fleet Behemoth breaks through this tunnel, devouring generations of Skaven. Joining their ranks, the Patriarch and his High Fleet scurry to the mortal realms. As they race towards the mortal realms, this is where Sigmar will sense that something is approaching. Something that is evil. Something malevolent. Something ancient. Nagash will sense it. And Alariel will feel something. She'll feel something approaching her realm. Something cancerous. Something who lives just to devour and to eat. The Grey Seer, though, the sort of Magus of this Genestealer cult that has been left behind, he will also sense something approaching. But instead of something evil or something to be feared of, he is sensing, even if he and the other Skaven of this Genestealer cult are ignorant of. He will believe that his god is approaching, that his angels are approaching the mortal realms to ascend these multi-armed Skaven as the true masters of the mortal realms, not knowing that it's not God that is approaching, but doom, the apocalypse, and probably the end to all existence to the mortal realms. All because of the cancer cell that is the Genestealer. In the words of Filthy Frank, shit just went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. However, this is but one scenario that I was able to come up with. Again, I would love to hear your scenarios in the comments down below this video. What kind of destruction do you see the Genestealer bringing? what kind of Genestealer cult do you see being created? What scenario do you have in mind? I'll be most interested to hear. With all said and done though, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again next week with a brand new video. Have a good one, guys. And if you enjoyed this video and you would like to subscribe, make sure to activate the bell notification button so you'll never miss an episode. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good one.